messing around now. We're gonna play. I'm gonna play again on the. What's the name of this guitar? Do you have a name for it?
I've just been calling it like a single cut model because it's closest to that sort of shape. But I'll come up with I've been thinking lately about an actual line name or model name. I'll get to it.
Yeah. So now we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and he's gonna we're gonna just jam. He's using my son's Ibanez RG series model, and I'll be using the custom guitar. And all right. Can't see the markers. Yeah, sounds good. Cool.
How you like it, man?
Huh?
How you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Comparatively to other guitars you played.
Yeah, I like the neck a lot. It's real comfortable. Only thing for me, I can't see the mark. It's my eyesight.
And it used to be
for
a
an
little
old guy,
bit
it's hard.
but the oil did color everything, and it made the dots look a little closer to the fretboard. But yeah,
the only thing for me, if we were to put little markers on top, that would eliminate. Because I like you don't want to alter the color and the design.
Right. Yeah.
But for like a guy like me.
Well, I've had difficulty too, and it doesn't help. There's like a little knot right there, and it's kind of like on the 4th fret.
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes you want to think it's the 3rd
Yeah,
fret.
yeah, okay, maybe that's
so speaking of this is here for you to critique. Now, what or any major critiques or anything that you give points to, in terms of.
Well, no, the only thing I talked about was the contour for me.
Right.
Somebody that has a gut or something. There's a bit of a contour, but maybe a little bit more. That's the only thing I have to say. What else? I like the jack.
Quality,
I like
how
those.
does it feel? Does it feel like it's sturdy, heavy duty?
Yeah, it feels really sturdy. Has a good tone. I like the heel on the neck. I think I mentioned that a couple of times. I would maybe like to see how a tremolo would look on it.
Mm-hmm.
How it would
Yeah,
react to.
I am working on that one.
But that's like something that would be like a variation for somebody.
Yeah,
two versions, you know.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing because I want to have like this base model, but I want it to be something like if you're a player and you know that you only ever use the bridge pickup. I know people that do that, you know.
Right.
They can totally get one that just has a bridge pickup on it.
Although I like that because you go.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I like that. And plus, I just like the way that string through body looks.
Yeah, it has a nice clean look to it, right?
Mm.
It doesn't have all that hardware with like the Floyd Rose or whatever.
Yeah, or the stop tail kind of thing.
Well, I would give it a 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for coming down and sharing your awesome guitar with us. And what else did we talk about your?
It really seems like you've made like tons and tons of them. That's like a.
I have made tons and tons of them. It's just that most of them don't work.
Most of them don't work. Is this the one that's been the most consistent for you, as far as playability and turning on and just functioning?
Yeah. Well, the problem with the other one was all in the design. So the biggest design change I made on this one is it's the neck angle, because the bridge is a little bit higher than you would see on like a Fender style.
Okay.
So the neck has to have a little bit of an angle to it. You can kind of see it right here, how it gets narrower there and wider.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And I was having trouble with the angle. So the first one I made, the angle wasn't big enough, and the strings were like a mile above the frets at the end of there. And that just was not good at all. I mean, you could use it for slide, but that was it.
Right, yeah. You wouldn't be able to, unless you're Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
And you have like that super high
I don't know. I think it's even high for him.
Really? And this has a truss rod in it?
Yes, it has a truss rod in it. Yeah, it's a double acting truss rod. And then the next ones that I made, and I made 3 of them at once because I was like, okay, this is going to be it. Mm-hmm. The neck angle was too much, and all of the strings sat on top of the last fret, even when the bridge was all the way up.
Really?
Yeah, so I finally figured out a way to get the angle in there, so I'm not just like, it should be right there. It's actually part of my 3D model now. And I can go in there and change it if I need to, but it was calculated so that if the bridge was all the way down, the strings would just be barely touching the top of the frets. And if we can see here, it's just up a little bit. On the E side, it's even less. So I think that succeeded there. So that was the only thing I was having a lot of trouble with. The electronics I have down pat. I can do whatever weird electronics we need.
Right.
As long as I can find the weird switches and stuff.
And you like the switch up here? I mean, it doesn't get in the way. I didn't notice it.
I prefer the switches up there. I could make it with it up here like on a Les Paul, but I tend to prefer my switches there. I think it's because I was always like a Strat and Telly kind of guy.
Okay.
I'm used to having my switches down there.
Nice. Well, and I was going to ask you, so from how many